Okay, so I watched the first video series from the AFMA, I believe is the acronym, on their, I'm not going to say anti-vivi, even though they really are. They don't proclaim themselves to be, but anyway. So these guys are basically pointing out the fact that animal testing doesn't prove anything. It's just a whole lot of confusion and deceit, and things that proved safe in animals proved lethal in humans, so therefore it's silly to even use it, that method of science anymore. So here's my thing though. When I'm listening to the debate about it, the first guy makes complete sense because he's talking about all of the things wrong with our current system. Why we can't find a freaking cure for AIDS or cancer or anything else, even though I know why. But anyway, all that crazy holistics aside, he's blaming the fact that we can't find any of these cures because we're still using animal models, because animals have already proven time and time again that they are not the same as humans biologically, and they actually slow down progression of health advancement. So penicillin, for example, was shown to be deadly in the animal tests, and for a long, long time we didn't use it, even though witches in Europe were using it to heal people, and you know, shamans have been healing people forever and ever and ever for centuries before modern medicine. But that aside, they were saying no, it'll kill you, even though there were plenty of human studies, not scientific studies, but common people being cured by it. Regardless of the fact, they looked at these animal studies and said, no, we can't do it, it'll kill people, until I don't know how much longer after, but years later, finally, when they realized, oh no, wait, it's safe. In fact, it's actually saving lives. So this is the ridiculousness of the way that things work right now. But here's my problem with that debate is I'm listening to the other side, their defense as to why animal testing needs to continue. It's a load of bullshit. It's a load of crap, and you can see it and smell it a mile away. I mean, I'm watching this guy thinking, you're freaking crazy, and if you're not crazy, you're a conniving bastard, because I know what you're really after. Okay, so he's saying, oh, well, the animal tests are like a map, you know, and the map doesn't have to show you in grave detail the things that it's trying to show you. He used a zoo, but let me say a college campus, for example, okay? You're at this college for the first time. Let's say they give you a map. Okay, fine. The map isn't going to show every damn shrub and every little tiny detail. I understand that, okay? But here's how it's not an accurate analogy of animal testing, because if it were, it would be like as if this map were from before they added buildings to the campus. So here you are looking at this map saying, okay, well, I need to go here. Well, now that building isn't there anymore. It was actually rebuilt. There's a new facility. It's on the other side, but it's not on your map. Now what? Now you're lost. That's what animal testing really is. You're just fucking lost, because the map is not the same as what you're really after. What you're after is how something works in the human body, and instead you're using a map, which is an animal that doesn't even remotely look like a human, let alone have bodily functions that are even the same. They may be similar, you know, on some vague notion, but by no means are they the same. This is how stupid that whole argument is, and yet he stands there proud as if he has the answer for the world, and I'm sitting there thinking, you're retarded. I don't know what's wrong with you. That doesn't even make any sense. But here's the reality. He knows this doesn't make any sense. He doesn't honestly believe that the system works in that way. This is his little thing that he's telling you to make you say, oh, no, it's cool. It'll work, I promise, because, you know, I'm in a lab coat and you're not, so I know better. You need to listen to me. I don't think so. What he's really doing is, we all know where this is going, okay? There is no profit in human studies. There isn't. Because now you have to pay for the patients because, you know, they are going to be the test subjects. And universities do this all the time. I live not far from Yale, and I've seen plenty of the advertisements. Hey, if you smoke and you want to quit smoking, you know, we'll pay you $50 a day to participate in this test. They don't have to pay their lab rats. Okay? It's free. Not only that, they can do whatever the hell they want to them. You can't do that to a person. You can't. You have to be ethical. You have to take into consideration that they have a life, they have a family, they have needs. The animals don't get that. So not only the animals cheap labor, but they're your complete slaves. They're more than just cheap labor. They're slaves. There is nothing they can do or say that will change the outcome of what happens to them. And that's the reality. This is why that guy is an asshole. Because I know what he is really after. And he knows what he's really after because he does it day in and day out. He knows that the minute he can't use an animal, now he has to pay a human being and he has to treat them with respect. And he has to actually be a real researcher, a real scientist. And he doesn't want to do that. He wants the shortcut, he wants the easy way, and he wants to make the big fucking money. This is what's wrong with this whole system. But what's worse, I can take it a step further and tell them that a lot of the cures that they're looking for are already in existence and have been for centuries since the Greeks, if not before that. But nobody wants to do that because that's holistics and that's crazy. That's just witchcraft. But that alone, I'm not even gonna add that into the factor. That's not even part of the equation. Right? We're not even going to talk about that, even though I'm a living testament that it works. But even so, let's just pretend that that doesn't exist. The fact of the matter is, assuming all of that, what he's saying doesn't make any damn sense. And I can't believe that people are choking it down and eating it and saying, yeah, this is great, because it's garbage. What the hell can we do to change this idea, this thinking that is so bizarre and just, I don't even know how to understand why someone would look at that and believe it. I don't. And I honestly, I don't believe that this nation is full of idiots, although sometimes I think so. I want to be proven wrong, trust me. Please prove me wrong that you're not an idiot. But I have to say, this is one of those cases I just don't understand. Where everybody is falling off the goddamn boat. What is it that doesn't make any sense? I'm not a rat, I'm not a rabbit, I'm not a dog. I mean, what the hell? And even the monkey tests, I'm not a monkey. Great ape, okay. Maybe if it's done on a chimpanzee, maybe. But even then, we share certain characteristics in our DNA, but it's not the same. So even if you choose our closest match, a chimpanzee, we are still not the same. So it doesn't make any sense. Other than, if you take into consideration the money factor, everything makes perfect sense. Now I know why they use animal testing. It has nothing to do with accuracy. It has nothing to do with how efficient it is, with how great the results are, with lives that it saves. It has nothing to do with that, because it's proven that it's the opposite. It's deadly to human beings. It's wasteful of taxpayer money, because all of this funding, by the way, this is all funded by the government. And when I say the government, I'm not saying an umbrella statement. I mean government agencies, I mean the FDA. They're the ones writing the checks for this garbage research, is what it is. They're the ones writing the check. And they're the ones who are fucking with everybody's life right now. They side with Monsanto. They side with animal testing. They are bad, bad, bad. I can't express to you how awful it is that they're in control of all of it. I really can't express it to you. And if you are a person like myself who understands this, and you try to go an alternative route, let me tell you, they will fight you tooth and nail. They will tell you every lie they can think of to scare you. And then they will tell you, well, you know what? well, your health insurance doesn't cover it, so now what? Now you get to pay out of pocket. Whatever, fuck you. I don't have health insurance for that reason, because you know what? I'm going to pay out of my pocket for what I want. And I'm not giving you a dime. Not one. I'm not going to support you. And no, I don't support the breast cancer fund, because that's a line of garbage too. They're not doing any research on that for real. They're really not. It's just more animal testing and more crap that they can spend on other things that they're more interested in. None of that money goes to the victims. None of that money goes to the families. So no, I don't donate to them either, because if you really look it up, they're wasteful in every possible way. Just go to any store, every time you see that damn pink ribbon, guess what? If you see it everywhere, how is it that they have so much damn money that they can be in every store with some sort of product splattered everywhere? Okay? Curling irons to fucking everything, to erasers, everything has that damn ribbon. They have their hands in everything. That's money. They have a lot of money. How is it that they have that much money and yet they continue to ask for more? And yet they have no results? How is that? I can take a wild guess at how much money the people at the top make. And I can take a wild guess at how much money actually trickles down to the people who are dying every day of the disease. I don't have to tell you. Take a wild guess. And if you can't figure it out, I feel very sorry for you, because you are lost.